Hi, Sagittarius. How are you? I'm going to read some cards for you today. But you know, I've only known a couple Sagittarius in my whole life. Isn't that weird? Maybe a lot of people I know are Sagittarius. I just don't know they are. I kind of feel like I got a lot to learn about Sagittarius. Maybe I'll learn that from reading your cards. Fellow fire sign. You know Spence Taylor calls you guys Sagittarists? I think that's cute as hell. I think Spence Taylor's cute as hell. And he's got the same birthday as me, and he's a Leo. And, yeah, I'd celebrate my birthday with him, except I'm old enough to be his grandma. Well, Sagittarius, I just wanted to thank you for coming to my readings. I think that's wonderful. You have an interesting life, and I like reading for you. And I hope to see you around some more. Okay? I'm going to turn the camera around, and we'll get to it. Thank you. Hello again, Sagittarius. Welcome to Hoodie Priestess Tarot, and I am Jodine, your host. Let's pull some cards for you. I'm going to do things a little different with you than I've been doing over and over again. I need to change things up. Here's a deck of personalities, and I wonder if you know any of them or if any of them know you. Who's thinking about Sagittarius? Who's been thinking about Sagittarius this week of the full moon? Or over the weekend when the moon was full. It still is pretty full on Monday. Who's thinking about Saggy? One more shuffle. All right, so how this works is I shuffle the deck and see who jumps out. And then we'll see if it's anybody you know. Who's thinking about Sagittarius? Sagittarius? Who's thinking about Sagittarius? And last call. Who's thinking about Sagittarius? Well, Sagittarius, you're the most popular sign so far. You sure are. Okay, well, let's see if you know who any of these people are. This is a whole bunch. This is a whole party. We'll save them. You know anybody called the Ghosting Guru? Does that remind you of anyone you know? How about the Meal Prep Mastermind? So we got the Ghosting Guru, we got the Meal Prep Mastermind. Who else? How about the Yoga Pretzel? You know any Yoga Pretzels who might be thinking about you? Autocorrect victim. Well, I think that might be me. No, this is me. I'm the emoji overuser. Who's the emoji overuser in your life? The Hungry Beast. That wouldn't have anything to do with the Meal Prep Mastermind, would it? Maybe these two are a couple. But they're a good couple. Here's one. The passive-aggressive notes writer. I love this. Oh my, Saggy. Oh, I love it. Okay, now who's this whole group? The gym rat? The do-it-yourself disaster? This is kind of a former friend of mine. I wonder if it's the same person. The human GPS. The viral video star. And the plant parent. And there's one more. the coffee addict. Do you know any of these people? Let's find out. Let's shuffle these people around because it would take us a whole reading to clarify them all. But let's pick out 2 of them. And we'll pull some tarot cards. Let's see if we can get some clues about them and what they're thinking about you, Sagittarius. And if you want to know if you like this, if you want to tell me if you like this reading or not, yeah, let me know, because you're the only one I've done it with so far, and it'll help me know if I should do it with other people. Okay, this one flew out or kind of laid down or whatever, flopped out. It wants some attention. So we're going to find out about the gym rat, and then let's pick 3 of your fan club. Oh my Lord, you have a fan club. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, this one. Yeah, the Hungry Beast. And who else? For Sagittarius, 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 who is here? Okay, the coffee addict. All right, let's focus on these. Delightful people. What is the gym rat thinking about Sagittarius? 3 cards of clarification on the gym rat, please. 3 cards on the gym rat, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you. Judgment. Death. Ooh. The 8 of Cups. Honey, I got a feeling you are done with the gym rat, or they are done with you. What's up with that? What's this? Yeah, 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Is this an ex-partner or something? Ex-lover? Did you get into a fight, you guys? Because, like, here, judgment, they're either somebody's being awfully judgmental. I don't know if it's you to them or them to you, or they've been thinking a lot and they've come to the conclusion, they've made a decision that it's over. Either it's over or things have got to change with this card, but I'm thinking it's probably over because somebody's leaving town here. Well, ouch. That's a heck of a way to start. Okay. Go back in the deck, you guys. You go back too. I heard enough about that. Let's find out about this Hungry Beast. What was a Hungry Beast thinking about Sagittarius? Hungry Beast on Sagittarius. What is this? Tell me more, tell me more. Show me the Hungry Beast. Thank you. Well, one more shuffle. Show me the Hungry Beast. And thank you. We have the Empress. Ooh. And we have the Hanged Man. And we have the 10 of Cups. This is intense. Well, Sagittarius, I'm beginning to think that the gym rat is leaving town because you got a thing going on with the Hungry Beast, because it looks like they love you. I mean, they love you. Maybe they want to have your baby. I don't know. But maybe it's just a big love. Maybe this is a very important person to you, or you are a very important person to them. But this is a beautiful person. And they are thinking about you. You got this one turned upside down. This one's just hanging around thinking about you. And maybe keeping an eye on you too. And this is the Happy of Happies. This one really likes you. Well, that's good, Sagittarius. It's better than that last ouch. All right, Sagittarius and Hungry Beast. True love. Right. Let's look at this coffee addict. Who's the coffee addict? Who's this coffee addict for Sagittarius? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. For Saggy. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Is this somebody you work with? Or somebody you want to work on? Or somebody you got something to work out with? Oh, let's look. It's the King of Pentacles. Oh, is this maybe your boss at work? Is that your coffee addict? Oh, somebody who's leaving. Somebody who's going off to do a new thing. Interesting. Are you going to be getting a new boss? Who's on the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, they're looking to expand their horizons. It looks like they're going off to, yeah, do a new thing. Maybe start their own business. That's interesting, Sagittarius. Is this somebody you're really close with? You're going to miss them? Are they going across water, maybe? Not necessarily, but could be. They could be going into shipping and receiving with a card like this. Be starting a whole new business. Okay, yeah. Have you got the gumption to, like, you know, poke your finger into a phone or something? Like, let me know what you thought of that. Because this is a spread I could do for other people, too. And now we're going to get an oracle card for you from the Urban Crow deck. For Sagittarius now, what is it? Urban Crow. Urban Crow will tell it like it is, that's for sure. What has the Urban Crow got to say to Sagittarius at this time? We shall find out. Wow, that one's already flipped over. Are you feeling grief? I almost don't know if I should take it or not. What else is here for Sagittarius? Direction. Well, heck, Sag, let's look at them both, huh? As long as they're both here, let's give them a look. Grief and direction. Grief is a 22. 22 is the master builder. It's a master number. And then direction is 12. So 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 would be the number of manifestation, creation, collaboration. Yeah, it's the number of success at business. It's the number of the entrepreneur. Okay, so let's look at 22 grief. Like I said, I don't know if this is your card or not. Another sign. This was their card, but I've done plenty of readings. So that one, I mean, these cards have been shuffled over and over again. So it's very strange that it's laying in the deck flipped over. Crows make time to grieve. They have funerals and gather solemnly around their fallen friends in silence. It is essential to allow yourself time to feel sadness for a loss. Honor the memory and express your emotions. Healing begins the moment you confront the source of your pain. Grief may appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. For growth to take place, you must address an ending which allows for closure. There is no right way or wrong way to grieve. This is a ritual that is unique to you. Make time to mourn. Allow the feelings to surface because there are important lessons within the sorrow for the living. Okay, well, maybe I am talking to some Sagittarius who are grieving right now. Could be grieving that work partner who's, you know, leaving town. Could be grieving that, who was it that was leaving? Who was that? It wasn't the Hungry Beast. Heaven's sakes, it's hard to have dementia. Okay, let's go now and look at direction. Each evening at around dusk, hundreds of crows fly over my apartment on their way to their evening roost. They are not distracted by the sights and sounds of the city. The crows are focused on moving in one direction. When you know where you're going, it's easier to stay on the path. Direction brings clarity and creates a roadmap to success. Direction is a call for you to find your North Star, your point on the map that represents your big goal, the destination that no roadside attraction can lure you away from. When you know exactly where you are going, you will be able to stay focused. You will be able to recognize when an opportunity is nothing more than a tempting diversion from your goal. When you pull the direction card, take time to check to see if you know where you're going. Do you see your path before you? Well, those are all good questions, Sag. Okay, so we'll leave them up here now, and let's do a tarot reading. We're going to use the Tarot of Nightfall in honor of the full moon, which is in all of its glory at the very beginning of this week. Sunday. Should be called Moon Day, right? It's also the second. Our week begins at the last day of May, and it's the blue moon because it's the second full moon in May, and then we go right into June. Okay, let's do a 3-card draw for Sagittarius. Let's look at past, present, and future. For Sagittarius. Thank you so much. Here we go. 3-card draw, past, present, future. Here's your past, the Page of Cups. Here's your present, the 9 of Wands. Here's your future, the 10 of Cups. Ooh, the future's so bright. All right, who's on the bottom of the deck? It's the 5 of Swords. My name for this is the Asshole card. I just did a reading for myself, and the card on the bottom of the deck was that very card. And for me, it was like, that asshole was the catalyst for a lot of growth on my part. Asshole people, asshole times when we've been assholes and we end up hurting ourselves. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. They can lead to good outcomes. Anyway, let's leave that where it is right now and look at this Page of Cups in Sagittarius past. What's that about? Page of Cups in Sagittarius past, please. We got the Queen of Cups, and we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. You want to give something to somebody. This was a very compassionate person. This was a person who would listen to you a lot. You wanted to give something to them. Something sweet. It was a thank you, right? There was a lot of conversation between you. This is a person who listened to you very often. Or it could be the other way around, Sagittarius. Maybe you're the person who was listening to somebody and they wanted to thank you for listening to them and being helpful. Maybe you guys texted or wrote to each other a lot. Did you write actual letters on paper? Did you write emails? It was probably just texting. So either you want to give something back to somebody for being so good to you in a hard time, or they would like to give something back to you. So that's in your past. So in the present, we've got the 9 of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. So it's somebody who's been through a lot. Been through it, they say, and has been wounded in life. This could be a trauma of some sort, or more than one trauma, but the person might have some strong boundaries against the world because of that trauma that they're still carrying. This could be a war veteran, but not necessarily. It can just be somebody who's had some tough knocks in life. In Sagittarius, I don't know if this is you or somebody close to you, but let's find out more about it. What about this 9 of Wands for Sagittarius, please? In the present, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a person who needs some nurturing and some care. Maybe a person, I'm getting this strong intuition that this person needs to know the value of their life. This person needs to know that they are valued. What else is here? The King of Swords, yes. But truth may be, maybe there's a truth that needs to be faced, and it's going to take somebody who's brave and yet tactful. This, to me, looks like truthful and tactful. There is some truthful and tactful information here. I think this person who's wounded, who's traumatized, needs to be validated over and over again. They're having a self-worth issue. How do I know that? It's just a strong feeling I'm getting. Self-worth issue. So they're constantly needing feedback. It's kind of a needy situation. It needs to be communicated to them that they need to value themselves. It's like that. If you give a man a fish, he comes to you every day and wants another fish because he's hungry. But if you teach a man to fish, then he's going to feed himself every day. Hopefully. If there's not some kind of fish crisis. This person needs to learn to find value in themselves. Who else is here? Yeah, they either have been through some sort of tower or they're going to go through some sort of identity tower. If they're going to go through an identity tower, this might actually be a good tower. It might be the breakdown. You might be looking at somebody who's going through a breakdown. You might be looking at somebody who needs the help of, I mean, when I look at a combination between the Queen of Pentacles, who is a soft nurturer, and the King of Pentacles, who is not, he's more of the mind than he is of the heart, but he is an excellent master of the mind. He's a mastermind. It almost looks like psychologist to me. So Sagittarius, I don't know if you're dealing with someone in the present now who really could use some help with trauma, or if that's you yourself. If it's you yourself and you've been needing someone to tell you, then I guess that's what I just did. Right? The thing about fire signs, I'm sorry, is that we're blunt. We all know that, right? Okay. 10 of Cups is in the future, though. So let's look at that. That's the happy ending. The 10 of Cups is the happy ending because it is the end of the line, but I mean, it's not the 10 of Swords. So what do we have here on the 10 of Cups for Sagittarius? What do we have? Please show me. Thank you. Oops. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords now twice. Okay. Da-da-da-da. The Asshole card. I'm going to put that 5 of Swords down by the happy ending. Maybe you've been fighting with somebody. Maybe you've been an asshole to somebody, Sagittarius. Or maybe somebody's been an asshole to you. You guys have been assholes to each other. It looks like there's a potential for it to work out. And it's the 3 of Swords, but there is some wounding. Okay, there's some wounding. You guys have said things that really hurt each other. I hope it's just saying things. Huh? Well, Swords are the cards of communication. Well, really, Wands can be communication too, but this is like, the Swords really get credit for being communication. You've said things to each other that have hurt each other. You've driven each other away. Somebody has driven the other one away. Somebody has been so ugly and nasty that people just want to get the hell away from them. I don't want to be with you. You hurt me. Since there's 2 of them, I have a feeling that maybe 2 people have done this to each other, that it's not all in one person's lap. Okay. Yeah. And now, you know, one might go and try to make an apology. Maybe that's what's going on. No, that's your past. Oh, maybe that's your past. Is this all about the same person, Sagittarius? Is this whole reading about the same person that you've been dealing with in the past and you're dealing with now, and hopefully going to have a happy ending with in the future. The problem is somebody might go and apologize to this person, whoever this is, if this is you or them, and they could be so busy still pissing and moaning about these 3 cups or these 3 swords through the heart, however you want to look at it. They could be so busy pissing and moaning that they might not even notice you coming to give them an apology, or they might tell you to go to hell when you get there. And yet, it's a happy ending. Or it's a very emotional ending. If you got 10 cups there, you've got a lot of emotion. We always assume that it's happy because this is the rainbow card, right? But maybe it's not happy. Maybe it's just a lot of big emotion. Well, Sagittarius, you're going to know that. What makes the asshole the asshole? What makes the asshole is always having to be right, always having to win every argument, whether they lose their friend or not, whether they lose everybody or not. This is a person who always has to be right. It's a person who has to have everything their way. And it's a person who's speaking so sharply and damaging that they're losing friends. Well, and it's not just that they hurt other people. The problem with the asshole is that they hurt themselves. They hurt themselves by driving away people who they love and who love them. There couldn't be 3 swords through the heart if a person didn't love another person. They wouldn't hurt at all if they didn't give a damn. This is people who loved each other. Okay. All right. What did we have here? Grief. I guess it ties together. So we had grief and we had direction. What is the most important thing at the end of the day and at the end of the road? Is that we are right and we drive all of our friends away and say things so nasty that they never want anything to do with us again and can't heal? Oh God, you maybe need to go to therapy. I don't know. Or is it sometimes that we can bend a little and that we can be compassionate and listen to another person's side even if we don't agree with them? What's on the bottom of this deck? Yeah, it's the fight card. It's the 5 of Wands. And what's under that? The relationship. Somebody's having a fight in their relationship. And somebody's thinking about walking out of that damn relationship and fuck you and never come back. This is more fighting. This is defending yourself. This is fighting off everybody. This is putting up a boundary. This is moving on. Okay. All right. Enough said. I think you get the idea. I don't know who that's about, but I'm going to count on the fact that you probably do. And let's look at the Akashic Records Oracle cards for you. Cards are full of good advice. Good advice for Sagittarius, please. What do we have? See it through. That's the picture on the card. See it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you accomplished. All right. That's pretty deep. All right, I've got another deck. It's the Light Seers deck. Okay, for Sagittarius, it'll probably be about 2 weeks before I do another reading. So what is the potential? What's the hottest potential incoming what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say what incoming energies that got the most potential over the next 2 weeks until we meet again. For Sagittarius, please. All right, we're going to shuffle them and see who jumps out, just like with the people. And here we go. For Sagittarius, for Sagittarius, for Sagittarius. Potentials over the next 2 weeks for Sagittarius. Well, last call. Potentials for Sagittarius over the next couple of weeks. There's a few. Good. I'm glad to see it. Okay. Got one on the floor. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, you're either studying or you're going to be learning something. It could be on the job training. It could be internship. It could be in school. Or you could be keeping an eye on something. The Page of Swords is a watcher. He might be watching over his shoulder, actually. He can be a little bit paranoid. But he's also the student. We've got the Devil here, so you're going to be dealing with some kind of toxic attachments. So I don't know if it's, toxic relationships, if it's a substance abuse, if it's a pattern of thinking or a habit of doing, or maybe the way we handle conflict in our lives is a pattern that we have now the opportunity to learn from. Like I said, this came up in my reading, and it was the catalyst for change. I did this same reading for myself, this past, present, and future, and I could see growth over time. And what spurred on that growth? This very situation right here, with myself and with other people. And we've got the Knight of Wands, so we've got the person who takes action. Okay, so if you've got, you're in a growth pattern yourself. If you're learning things, that's great. That's great. So now see where the problem is, identify it, and then you have the opportunity to take action. And maybe that's what leads to the happy ending at some point in the future. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you once again. I love you, and I hope to see you soon, and take care. Bye-bye.